everybody. Welcome to the PokerSesh. Big stars call into this show. Big stars. Calls right now. Here, I'm going to tell you something about Magic Mike. Yes, I know it keeps ringing, you fucking nit. I just told you that I'm not taking calls right now. So, this is the important point that I'm going to tell the Red Chip Poker fans, so that they come over to and listen to me listen to PokerSesh. Now, I'm going to give you guys a very important piece of information. Are you ready?
Yep.
Is everybody ready? Okay, here it is.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here it is. If you're going to have a leveling war with somebody, okay? If you're going to have a leveling war with somebody, you need to remember something. And this is the important thing to remember. The person will go to the level that makes them happy, okay? This is important. There was a hand on Live at the Bike not too long ago with Aaron Mermelstein. Do you guys know who Aaron Mermelstein is? He did the exact same thing as Yoki did in this hand, sort of. He made a giant check raise on the river, except his was even worse. He repped nothing, absolutely nothing. There's a 0% chance that he could have had any of the hands that would check raise the river $5,000. He check raised the river $5,000, and he could literally have 0 hands, 0, that beat the guy who folded. But the guy who folded went to his happy place. He was a very tight player. Some would say a nitty player. And he went to his happy place, and his happy place is folding, okay? And Yoki reps big, holds the fucking ace blocker, holds the fucking 10 blocker, can 100% have a monster in his range. His opponent can 100% never have the nuts in his range, and yet his check raise is bad because the guy he's in with, his happy place is not folding. His happy place is calling, right? So when you decide to make a huge play against somebody, like a leveling war type play where the guy's going to think for 2 or 3 minutes before they call or fold, you have to, the most important thing to remember isn't necessarily who reps what. Because when this giant money comes out, you're in rarefied air. And when you're in this rarefied air, sort of thinking goes out the window. You get into an emotional fight or flight state. Like a $5,000 river check raise in a 10-20 no limit game creates a fight or flight situation. And if you want your opponent to call, you got to choose a fighter. And if you want your opponent to fold, you got to choose a flighter, okay? And if you choose a fighter when you want them to fold, you're going to be disappointed all the fucking time. Because at some point, a rich dude like Josh, who's been around poker for a long time, is going to think and think and think and think and think, and then he's going to say to himself, I'm tired of fucking thinking, I call. And a guy who likes to fold is going to think and think and think and think and think and be like, what am I thinking about? He obviously has me beat. He put in $5,000. I fold. And this is what happens in these massive end-game leveling wars. I've watched them on Live at the Bike for years. I've watched them in my own games for years. People do what they were gonna do. They do what they were gonna do. And Josh and Mermelstein, Aaron Mermelstein, chose a guy who did what he wanted. And Bryce Yoki chose a guy who is not going to do what he wants. And that's it. That's basically, when you decide to make a giant play against somebody, a play that's way outside a normal bet in that game, like the standard bets were going 5. There were some bets that were as big as 500. There were some bets that were as big 300. There were some bets that were 600. When you see the guy make a $5,000 bet, you need to stop being logical, because you need to understand the psychology of your opponent and what your opponent is capable of. And I see guys all the time, Bryce Yoki types, Zach Freeman types, outthink themselves in so many of these situations because they try to get a guy to make a play that is not in his nature. It's not in his nature. So that is my tip. And if you guys, if the better players listening, not Eldar, of course, he's horrible, but if the better players listening, if the better players listening pay attention, they're going to save a lot of money over their life on fancy play syndrome. So there it is. I want to thank you, really though. I really want to thank the people who showed up to watch tonight. You've been a great group. The chat's been great. The calls have been great. This is the best audience in poker. And that's going to do it for the night. I'm going to go back to my vacation here and enjoy the Russian River and the foliage behind me.